Hi, my name is Francois Verwoerd and I'm an agronomist at iPlant Nutrition Software. So, firstly, what is IPNUC? We were brought to market in 2014 and have made considerable progress in agricultural production globally since then. Our software provides fertilizer management tools that can be used by farmers, agronomists, and consultants to deliver higher quality, higher yields, while maintaining sustainable farming practices. With the proper use of one of the most valuable resources, fertilizers, we can revive the troubled agricultural industry and achieve a healthier environment. And in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to get your perfect fertilization plan. So the first step would be to create your farm and field. So by clicking on farms here on the left, we're greeted with this screen here. So there's a couple of ways you can find your farm. You can either find it with coordinates if you have those. Otherwise, you can simply enter the postcode and find it there. Okay, so we're going to find our farm here. Let's use this one here. And now we're going to map our field out like this by clicking the Draw Your Field button. Now we're just going to outline our field and click on our first spot, and there we have it. So our field is 13.5 hectares. So we're going to call our field just my field, and we will create a new farm by naming it my farm. You can choose whether this is open field, greenhouse, or soilless. We're just going to say soilless. And there we have it. So our next step would be to add field tests. It's highly recommended that you add at least a soil test to get a tailored fertilization plan exactly for your field. So we're going to click on field tests here, and then in soil we add test. Well, we can choose here soil analysis, and we're greeted with this. So when you send your soil test to the lab, your sample to the lab, they will provide you with all the information that you add here. But if we do not have certain information or we're not entirely sure, what we can do is simply untick that. And now instead of using the soil interpretations from their lab, we'll just rely on their interpretation, not on their actual numbers. And we can give our values here. So for this test, for this tutorial, we're going to just put everything on low, and let's put let's put magnesium as excessive just to see what that does. And we can scroll down and we can see here our graph. And this will of course be included in your report at the end of the program. So firstly, we should actually name our test. We'll call it my field test. We can select our sampling date. We'll just say that was yesterday. We choose the soil texture. We're just going to choose loam if we do not know what the soil texture is. And we're going to select our farm and the field that we just created. Now we enter the information that the lab will provide us or that we will know ourselves. And there we go. So we're going to save this. We could also import from, if we have a lot of tests, we can import them from a template. But we're just going to save this one. There we go. Now we can see it here. And we're going to start creating our program. Now usually before you would do this, you would actually head into the fertilizers tab here and try to find the fertilizers that are in your area, and then click the little star to add them to your favorites list. You could also add your own fertilizers in here if we don't have them. And once you click on a fertilizer, you can see the nutrient content for each nutrient. You could also put in the price so that it will give you some better tracking data. Okay, so we've created our soil test, we've created our farm. Now we need to create our program. So we head over to Programs on the left, click Add Program, soil-based, and here we have it. So we're just going to call it New Program. We're going to select our farm and our field. We are going to select our crop. Let's say we have barley here. I'm going to choose winter barley. General growing method, and for a yield goal, we'll choose the maximum. As for our planting date, say it was planted a while ago. Let's use regular tillage. And if we want, we can select one of these previous crops, which may have an impact on the soil content, the nutrient content. We can also choose different options here if we wish to use these farming practices, but for now we won't. As for fertigation, this is whether we want to fertilize while irrigating, and for the purposes of this tutorial, let's use quantitative. Proportional would be used for hydroponics. Click Next, and we get to the lab tests. Here we see our field test. We're going to add that. And here we're going to get our adjusted values. This will be the nutrient requirements for each nutrient based on our specific field conditions for each stage. So this is the first growing stage, the second, and finally the harvest, duration. And as we can see, there is going to be no magnesium because we said in our soil test that we have excessive magnesium. So since this plant doesn't require much magnesium anyway, it's decided to remove it altogether. Now onto the fertilizer schedule. So we're going to select some fertilizers now. Now before, if you've already clicked the star on some of these fertilizers, you can just find them here in your favorites, and it's highly recommended that you do so. So we'll add some ammonium nitrate, some urea. Now it's good to experiment here, or if you're not sure, you can actually add everything and we will decide the best plan for you based on the amount that these will end up being used. As you can see here, not all the fertilizers are actually used. And now we can adjust our fertilizers here. Say we actually don't want a very small amount of this fertilizer. We can just set that to 0. And we're going to save. And as you can see, since we've selected so many fertilizers, we've given the software an opportunity to completely fulfill the nutrient requirements, except for the fertilizer that we just removed. Okay, on to the next step, fertigation. Since we selected quantitative fertigation, we get this step. So our water temperature, we enter that, and we simply click Get Fertigation Recipe. And here we have it. We can see our recipe for each of the stages depending on which one we're on. And here we have different tanks. So these are the tanks that will contain water and fertilizer. Feel free to adjust your tank volumes to the tanks that you actually own. So these tanks are not actually used we only need a small amount of fertilizer in these. well, a small quantity, but large amount of kilograms. So if we want to have the least number of applications, we would want a higher volume. See, now we only have 2 applications required here. We can move these around as well, should we choose to, but this can cause some hazards when some fertilizers mix, and our algorithm will make sure that this doesn't happen. One moment, please. There we go. And here we have it, our fertilization plan. We're going to click next, and we can see the final details of our program. We're going to finish. And here it gives us our summary. So had we removed these fertilizers, we wouldn't see them here, but since we kept them anyway, we see the 0 kilograms. But these are our major fertilizers, obviously. We can download a report to get a PDF. And then we get this nice PDF over here. We can download it or just view it in our PDF viewer, and it'll give you information on each of the steps that we've done. Had you entered the cost of each fertilizer, we would also see costs. And that concludes this tutorial pretty much. You might have noticed this little slider here for Npk mode. Had we activated this, then we would only be accounting for the NPK nutrients and not all the rest. So if you do not wish to use that much different fertilizer, then you can choose to use Npk mode. And yes, that finishes this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope you enjoy our plant nutrition. Should you have any questions, please email us at ybagtechsupport@ybcap.com. Feel free to contact us if you wish to have a live demo as well.